could XY until the end of my physical days. I can pretend to be ignorant just like I pretend to pretend that living is an option. But it's not. It's a necessity. It's a requirement, a prerequisite of peace. We face the faces of death in incremental fashions, fragment by fragment. Then, surprise, it happens. An argument turned into mass shootings. A flight plus conversation equals war. Mental health possesses the mind and the spirit that we choose to ignore. Social connection is necromantic. It feeds you empty food, starving your being but essentially consuming you, fragment by fragment. Then, surprise, it happens. Pain is a disagreeable sensation. If you find pleasure in reception, you're a masochist. You find enjoyment in giving, you're a sadist. So the disparaging of hope through written law and the desire to be equal when we clearly have different placements says a lot about this nation. It's not complicated, just understated, until it dissolves into a solution where everyone has blank faces, fragment by fragment. Then, surprise, it happens. The sermon of struggle to triumph, the decision of struggle to triumph, the acceptance of struggle to triumph, except this time, the struggle is triumphant. The focus of hope gets swallowed when we seek out the poor. We ignore the purpose of existence and give power to mediums of media only to ignore. Motivation is temporary. Change is an infinite revolving process. Celebration requires caution. Knowledge frees your mind to see how long this walk is. Distraction only exists when you have no focus, no purpose, no value, and no light. Urgency is a constant for the unprepared, yet planning consumes those held hostage in fear. Balance is a foreign engagement. You have to speak a spiritual language. We all have caught a glimpse of that spark, but very few can see the whole wavelength. Thought is dangerous when it's shared in the wrong places. It confuses facts and truths, and that don't come from the same spaces. It's not the question of living, but the answer of who defines it. We're individuals, but we gravitate to collective mindsets. Trust is a 5-letter word that spells out lie. I made it through the day is the catchphrase for life. Solutions are composed of countless components, but problems we face are singularly denoted. I could XY until the end of my physical days, but these fragments keep falling. So I'm piecing together a face. I need to know its name. Some call it the enemy. Some say it's the end of days. The astrological text identifies this as a new age and how it contributes to mankind's change. Alchemists are honing in on a current of immense energy. Others are just dealing with its effects. But something isn't quite right for me. It feels manufactured, spiritually. If I knew what a people expected or believed, and had the power to make it appear to be happening, just to benefit me in whatever way I deem, that's pretty evil if you ask me. But you can ignore that. That thought you just had. I had to pin what I was told even if I never understand. It's the casualty of interpretation mixed with purposeful demand. So many pieces, so many fragments, so many choices, so many outcomes, so much damage. Then it happens. Moral decay. Georacle.